Hello, good evening, guys. Welcome to our January 14 episode of our daily stock market insights. We are going to discuss your favorite stocks, and I believe some of you have already submitted your request in our Facebook page, and that is from Virgo, and Virgo requested for fruit, sun, and Esther also requested Jen and Meg. Okay, so we can prioritize this since I don't have any pending requests. At the same time, for you guys who are now joining me, you may drop a comment so that I can also prioritize your request. Okay. All right. So let's wait for a few more minutes so that we have more joiners. Okay, and let us also set up our tools. For those of you who have not subscribed yet to our channel, I think this is also a good opportunity for me to invite everyone. Okay, so please do subscribe because we're doing this every day. I may not be very consistent at the time, that's a work in progress, but I make sure to review stocks every single day. Okay, and in this live session that we do, you are welcome to post any question or submit any stock that you would like me to review. There you go. Okay, so I will just first, just so I don't forget, I'll just post it here. Fruit, sun, Jen and Meg. Okay. Fruit, sun, Jen, and Meg. Okay. So Edwin, good evening, Miss JD. Please shout out to my girlfriend, darling. Oh, who is your girlfriend? Darling is the name. Yeah, just post a name here. I hope she's also watching our live session every night. So thank you guys for joining us in our live stream. Okay, so let's start. Fruit would be the first. Fruit, and this one is from our Facebook page, and Virgo Bizira is the one who requested. Okay, so what do you think, guys? What's your take on this? For me, I would have to say currently we are sitting at the short-term resistance for fruit. Okay, that is the resistance that we are currently see. Okay, now it could be two things. It is possible that it will continue to trigger and challenge your resistance and eventually break that. Otherwise, if tomorrow we see another red candlestick, that's already a sign of it's a bearish signal, meaning once you see a red comes out, next move will potentially go downward. Okay, so if it goes down, then we'll just plot the next possible area of bounce, or we monitor your MA20 line. Okay, but tomorrow, if in case the price starts higher than 1.49, then chances are you will have a brand new wave. So it's could be two things here. So your probably decision making day would be tomorrow. Will it start higher than 1.49, or you end with a red candlestick? That will influence the next movements of the stock. Okay, the next would be sun. Sun, okay. Sun is well, good thing that this stock has continued to climb up. Okay, even better, right? For those people who may have entered above here, you're near your break even. Okay, now just still monitor. Okay, if you are able to monitor, then you should be able to also see a possible, at what point you think this will rest. use a much faster time frame. That's just my takeaway. But overall, if you're really new, this is already what we call a FOMO level. Okay, so just be extra careful. Uh, People will take profit. Remember that it's not every day you'll see something like this. At one point, I would have to say probably within this week, this stock will rest. Okay, I just want to use rest because we really are not 100% sure that it will totally decline, but there will be dips. This is the true nature of a stock. It will dip and it will also bounce, but we do not know yet. Well, will it potentially bounce? Could it be here, 1.46, or 1.58 level? Let us see. What you can do right now is maybe you can plot a Fibonacci retracement from its lowest point to its highest point over here if it dips. So these are the possible areas that it will potentially test. This possible areas of bounce. These are the different areas. Okay, and notice, I think, if in case, I feel strongly in this area. Okay, this is a very strong possible area of bounce here if it dips 1.39. Okay, so that's the thought process. Make sure you utilize the other tools here as well, and this is the tool that I'm more comfortable whenever I feel that a stock will potentially retrace. Okay, hi Edwin. AXLM, ISM, PA, and IPM. Okay, I will do that. Okay, in the meantime, let's continue. Jen and Meg. Jen is also trying to test your support area, and I feel that this is actually just trying to test it and stabilize at this level, and this is the support that we see. So just in case you see some bounce happening within the area, that's already a good entry price for a possible bounce. So I just suggest make sure you see a green candlestick first, because this thing you really cannot tell. It can continue to go down because for the past week, the direction was really overall downward. Okay, so if you want, you can do this. Plot a declining there over here. So wherever you go, normally people would say, recommend to trade when a stock is on a decline. So check first, okay? I would have to, when I do this, I check. So let me just remove this instead. Once I see an area where a stock price stabilizes, then I would have to say that's it. Because this kind of candlestick, you really cannot tell, because for the past weeks, you had lower lows. So the retracement or the bounce, is not really exceeding the previous high. Do you see that? This is when it retraced, when it reached that level, there was a rejection, which is this time around, it's lower high. Okay, so I feel that downtrend might not be done yet. Okay, so where could it possibly bounce? So that's the bigger question. So I would like us to observe this level first. First area of focus. This. Okay, so that's the first area to watch out for. Reason why I said that this stock over here, price has reached that level. Also, this area used to be a resistance. Okay, and price consolidating here and here. So yeah, so let's check if it will bounce around that area. Okay, Then you have Meg. Meg is. Are you playing Roblox? I'm having problems with my internet. Okay, 1 second. My internet is still catching up. Okay, just 1 second. Let me try AXLM first. Wow, interesting. Let's go to the main screen. Okay. Okay. It's a bit low. Still loading. My apologies. Okay. Full chart. Probably a lot of people are using Instagrams right now. That could be one, or it's my internet that's causing the problem. Oh, uh-huh. MBTPNB for Paulo, Ma'am down Investa. Okay, any recommendation where we can check out charts? Um, I know, guys. If you have any suggestion, I know there's this one tool that they use. They also use this for their charting. Well, COL, actually COL Financial also has, but I'm not really very comfortable in using it. I haven't really explored that part yet. Any suggestions, guys? I want to review but cannot. Let me see. Tools I can use to review stock market charts in Philippines. Let's see if they can recommend other tools. Ah, I think we're back. Let's see. Okay. There it's looks like it's working. Okay, all good. Back to regular programming. I Okay, so the last one was already for Meg. Meg is okay. So this is a promising move today for Meg. Okay, starting to trigger the upper Bollinger Band. Looks like we have created a brand new support in this area, so that's a good sign. And I feel that at any time there is a fluctuation in the price, the nearer you are to that yellow line we have created, 4.25, the better. As I feel, you will see some more bullish movements for this stock in the coming days. The next one is, yes, this time around, Edwin, finally we can cover your request. AXLM. Okay, AXLM is currently revisiting your support level, and I would have to say I feel that this is already an area of support. Now, is it already a good time to buy? I would have to say wait for a green candlestick to come out within this area before you enter. Okay, so just to be sure that that is indeed your support. Now, the reason why I said that it could potentially be a support is because of this. Okay, just this one and price reaching this level and this level. Okay, so that is the reason. Next would be ISM. ISM has a good move today. 7.24% increase in price. So that's also another good story for ISM. So I would have to say this is the support that it built. Now it's trying to trigger. Let us see if we are now going to have a higher high for the stock. Okay, so it bounced, created a support, it bounced, and you also have a pair it with a significant increase in the volume. So that is a good story. Okay, so just in case the market gives you a chance when it fluctuates or when it dips, I would have to say the nearer you are to the 3.59 level, because sometimes you will have a day where it has long wicks. So just in case 3.59 is reached once again, that is even better. Or if you want anywhere from here to 3.70, that's already a good entry price. PA. Okay, PA has crossed your MA20 line, but let's see if this thing will sustain. Well, I noticed there's a gap down that happened here. So there is a chance that the reason why it is now bouncing is because it will fill this gap that we previously had over here. So this is the first resistance, guys, that it will challenge. Okay, so if it continues to break that, then you now have a brand new wave. It will move continuously on the upside. So that's the direction that we are seeing right now. IPM. Okay. I feel that this is a resistance. This is a doji. Did you see that? No, not much of a movement. And guys, trades, you only have 13 trades over here. Your money might sleep for a long time if you have a stock that only has 13 trades or less than 100 trades averaging on average. Then yeah, I suggest find some stocks where you have high trades. That means a lot of people are trading it, so that whenever you place an order, it's faster to execute. Because here, sometimes when the price is already there, even if you want to sell it, but no one's there to buy it, then it's useless. Until such time you get tired of waiting for buyers, then you say, okay, I'll give it at the discounted price. Instead of selling it at 8, I sell it at 7.75, and then that's when the decline starts to happen. Okay, So that's a downside of having really small traders, or yeah, buyers and traders in a particular stock. Okay, Paul's turn. MBT, PNB. Okay, so MBT. MBT is for me respecting MA20 as your resistance area. It has almost has the same pattern as what we had previously. Now this is a lower high. Okay, so I feel that the next area that it will challenge would be this area first. But I feel that, next move is going to be a red candlestick, probably tomorrow. Okay, see this previous resistance over here, support over here. So it will revisit that line. Once again, when we reach this area, as we go near to the 63.95, let's touch base again and see will it potentially go up or will continue to go down. PNB. Okay, PNB is also triggering the lower band, everyone, so not a good sign, and I feel that we will have some more downward movements, but guess what? I would have to say not that deep anymore because of this indicator. Okay, while the price was moving downward, your RSI is now giving us a bullish divergence, moving in an upward direction over here. So it might stabilize first within the area with a few dips before it continues to give us a bounce. See that? Okay. You also, so we're done with Meg Powell. I hope you were able to hear that. Next would be MWC. Okay. MWC, apparently we see a resistance at the area where it is at right now. So we feel that the reason why not a lot of movement here because you already have a tug of war. Buyers feel that this might trigger a downward direction or a retracement, so they're not buying somewhere. They're waiting for a price to go dip for a while and take advantage of a discount before they enter the stock once again. Okay, nice. I see more people joining. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us tonight. Please feel free to drop a comment. I know you have stocks that you are currently engaged in, and yeah, allow me to recognize you here tonight. Okay, so I have reviewed MWC so far. That's the last on the request, but definitely I'm not done yet. I can check out the other stocks for those people who may be watching this tomorrow. At least I can review it for them. Okay, BPI. BPI is or has your support over here. That's the support, so it might stabilize within the area. So yeah, I would have to say, if talking about long term, this is already good entry price or a good discounted price for all of us. Okay, so yes, let's see if it continues to move up. It's just currently stabilizing, making a stronger support at the area where it is at. Okay, BDO. It already jumped, but your nearest resistance would be your MA20 line. Okay, let us see if it will continue to move up, but I think banks right now are showing positive. Yeah, banks are showing positive movement. Same with your east-west over here. You currently had a bounce at the at this area, so good job. east west, I think you're at a good and healthy level at the moment. There, what else? Except for, let me see MBT one more time. But MBT is a different story. Okay, SMPH now. SMPH, wow, interesting. Probably a lot of people watched our video. It respected the line that we plotted over here. I wonder when did I do this? Probably yesterday. Okay, so this was the support. Good job for those people who may have entered here. That was already a good 2% average gain, right? But I would have to say you might still see some more downward movements here. I don't want to move this because it might also challenge it. Right over here, this is your resistance. Okay, so let us see if it will continue to move downwards. ICT also sitting at the resistance area, so it is still challenging the resistance, and hopefully one of these days we'll see this break. You know what's interesting here is that your volume is slightly higher than the previous day, so more people feel that probably it's worth entering at this level, but probably most of them may have entered here. Okay, so still at the resistance level, I'd have to say. Look at your RSI. So that's why I'm having hesitations. So I still would like us to, still wait for the right opportunity at the MA20 level for this stock. By the way, the MA20 level that I was or have been mentioning tonight is your blue line over here. A Bollinger Band has 3 lines, and the one at the middle is a moving average, and I use just the default. It's MA20. All right. SM, did we talk about this? Okay, SM is also doing. You're sitting at a resistance for SM as well, so we need to watch out and see what happens over here. Okay. SM, MBT, we're done with that. AC. Let us see. Let's observe this as well because you have a very significant volume today. So let's see what it implies. Okay. So guys, while I make this plot, I want you to also, if you have the time, copy the best practice that I do. So tonight, this evening, what we're currently doing is we're reviewing the performance of the market today, and we make our analysis and insights, right? And this is like journaling for me. And what I would normally do is right after the market closes, I go back to this video. In the same manner, yesterday I did a recording, and before I did my live today, I reviewed that video once again. And I found that majority of the things that I mentioned or I analyzed yesterday are actually correct. And the reason why I was able to achieve that is because I have this daily rigor. At the same time, my speed when I make my insights is starting to become faster and faster each time. So try to do the same. Okay, expose yourself to this language every single day, and I would have to say your proficiency will eventually reach that level. Okay, so now let's continue. I want you to draw an ascending triangle, and that's your area to observe. Chances are, if people will continue to be, undecided, you might move within this range. But once it breaks that, starts moving higher than the green line over here, then you might now face a brand new wave. See that? If it breaks this lower green line, then you might have movement downwards. Okay, so next one is URC. Oh, nice jump here, URC. So yeah, this is a good 6.49% increase. However, you are very near the next resistance that we have. So just be extra careful. As you know, people normally take profit right away. So just be prepared. But however, now that we're already above the MA20 line, chances are when it dips, the first area that it will test would be your MA20 line. And right now your MA20 is sitting at the 145 level, 145.13. So that's where we're projecting. Ali is this is the support that we see for Ali. There you go. So around 43.38. We might see some more sideways happening here. So if you are confident with the fundamentals of Ayala Land, that's not even a question to ask. I feel confident in this profile in this company. So I think we are already at a very discounted price if you talk about long-term investing. JGS. JGS, although there's a support very near the price right now, but still you have to observe, because if this breaks down, then you will have some more declining price, okay, bearish movement. So observe your 76 level, because remember guys, you're already at a very high level and it consolidated within the area. Also your RSI is declining when you reached the top over here. That's why it retraced, but we don't really know exactly if the retracement or the correction is already done. Otherwise you might see some more downs or moving some more movements downward. Okay, nice move for TEL. Bounced successfully. Okay, so actually for me this was a bearish signal, but it managed to break that. So yeah, the next area to watch out for if this continues to move up would be this. Okay, so that's the nearest line. Move to the left over here screen. Do you see any consolidation? So the nearest is this one. Of course, several instances where you had that price reach that level. So you might see some more movements upward. But again, that's already you're very near the overbought area. So be extra careful. This might already be a FOMO, but nothing to worry as well, because there's a bigger potential if you zoom out. Okay, we're at a very cheap level. Remember, at one point it even reached almost the 2000 mark here. Okay, another thing to take note of is this area over here used to be a support, right? So when it reaches that, once again, it will, now that we've moved below that line, so it will become a possible resistance. Okay. Who else? SEC-B. SEC-B is currently at the resistance area. Remember the concept? Your MA20 line can act as a resistance. So let us see if we will have a sustained increase in price in the coming days. If this breaks your MA20 line and starts a much higher than the MA20 level, then that's a really good sign. We might experience some more movements upward on the upside. Okay. JFC. JFC is, oh, this is good. You have a bounce. Okay. So just in case there's a fluctuation in price, dips, tomorrow I'm sure it will go swing up and down. So the nearer you are to the 206 level, the better. Okay. MWC, I talked about that. Glow, also sitting at a resistance for globe. So be extra careful. If it breaks the 2043, that's even better. Then by then you will be able to see more waves above that line if it breaks it. Okay. Bloom. Okay, let us see. So this in today's market, it even tried to break that MA20 line. However, people probably felt that it's not done yet. I mean, it's not ripe to run uptrend. So check if you'll have some more movements above the MA20 line tomorrow. I would have to say the nearest resistance that it will probably challenge would be this level. Okay, this used to be a resistance over here. I mean a support. Okay, this used to be a support. Became a resistance. It broke that. I think this used to be the this level is really used to be a resistance, but sometimes it overshoots. That's why it was not really sustained high and it dipped. Okay, so if it will continue to move upward, then the 11.13 area will be your resistance. Okay. GT cap. Yeah, the 7.94 level. Let's use that as our support. If you move and screen to the left, you see some consolidation happening in this level. It's not exactly on the line that we plotted, but it's within the area. That's when you see price bouncing. You see that? So I feel that this could also be a significant area for GT cap and for us to observe. MPI. I think we talked about this if I can remember it right. Okay, yeah, I think that's tech over here. So be extra careful with that. Tech is going to retrace. I think I mentioned that in my previous, in my live stream yesterday, and it followed the direction that we have forecasted. So you might see some more bearish movements in the coming days. So if you want to get in, wait. It's not yet ripe or done. It's not yet time to get in. It will continue to dip. DMC. So there's a gap down. So it might revisit that. So I feel that we'll see a green candlestick tomorrow. And for the reason why I said that is just merely to close the gap over here because there was a gap down. CHP, be extra careful. We're still outside of the lower Bollinger Band, even though we're already at the oversold area. So I feel that I just want to see a confirmation first before I say, it's already good. We have entered a support and it's already stabilizing at the area. So for now, I just want to see a green candlestick to come out first. What else? Wilcon. I'm just randomly picking because you guys are not requesting. So I hope you're still, following. Okay, so what do we have here? So I would have to say you are currently sitting at the resistance area at the moment, but you also have a second level right here. So those are the two areas to watch out for. Okay, so this is a resistance. So I have a feeling, um, yeah, if you see some more movements happening below 18.48 tomorrow, then chances are this is already going to give us some more bearish movements in the coming days. But if it does break your 18.52 level, then the next area or challenge would be 19.02. Okay, there you have it. Hi, Raylet. MBT, Meg, and P-Core. Raylet also added PXP and now, as well as Booster 20. Okay, sure. Well, although I already talked about MBT and Meg, but I can do that for you. That's the reason why I'm here. So we mentioned here that we didn't really have a good ending in today's market for MBT, and I would have to say that same as what happened during December 20th and 23rd, this might be a lower high, and we might see this price revisiting the 63.95 area because I see this stock price consolidating, creating a support in this level, so it will also challenge that area. Meg here also has a good story. On the other hand, it managed to create an engulfing candlestick. So we have a brand new support at the 4.25 level. So I feel that we are going to have some more bullish movements in the coming days. And now, if the market gives you a chance at the 4.25 level, even better. As I feel that within the day, a stock price can go up and down, and the nearer you are to this level, the better. Okay, you're welcome, Riolet. I will check out P-Core, PXP, and now for you as well. P-Core, okay. P-Core, you have crossed the MA20 line. So you've been on a decline in the past few days, and it crossed that area again. So I would have to say downtrend is not over yet for P-Core. This could be just another scenario of this kind, repeating that once again over here. So be extra careful, as it might continue to go down. Now, okay, interesting, great story for today. As this price has broken the MA20 line, and it's starting to show a constricted Bollinger Band. So when that thing happens, chances are it will burst, move, and erupt. Okay, so guess where? What direction will it be? I would have to say most likely to the upside. The triggers might happen at the upper Bollinger Band. So more movements above. So good luck, and of course trade with be extra careful with all your trades. PXP, okay, not a good story for PXP. We have a red day, and it might continue, and let's see what happens around the 9 pesos area. It might continue to dip. Okay, right. What else? MY. Okay. Oh, there's a dividend play for MY. January 10th. LX date's done. Okay, so I would have to say this is a bounce. Okay, So this is a perfect example of what I was referring to before. That when it declines, you wait for a confirmation before you enter. Now this ended outside of the candle of the Bollinger Band, but the next day we were able to recover and ended much higher than the previous day. So yeah, so when it fluctuates, I just plot this area as our support, just in case the market gives you a chance at this level. Okay, so that's the area to watch out for. Okay, hi, Norvin. And yeah, AGI, please, salamat. And Realet Ali. Okay, AGI. AGI is still doing sideways. But guess what? Some big players would take advantage of this pattern and start accumulating volume. As you know, one of these days it will just what? Give that drastic or dramatic increase in price. So who knows? Okay, so start accumulating volume as soon as you see another green candlestick, perhaps. That will just just to strengthen the support that we have at the 11.05 area. Ali, Ali, this is the area where we plotted 43.88 as area of focus, meaning possible support at that level. And yeah, okay. So, any other questions, guys? Um, just to verify, are you done subscribing to our channel? I hope you do. That's your way of helping us grow this network. And you can also share this to your uh, wall, timeline, trading groups. And yes, uh, it would be nice to really have more people, interact with me as we do this every night. Okay, for now, do you have other requests that I may have not included yet? Okay, let's give ourselves a few more minutes. Bloom, have I checked this? Yeah. Okay, DMC graded that gap down, but I feel that we'll have some more green candlesticks because it will fill that gap. Okay, that is so sweet of you, Brewster. I bet you had a good trade today. Positive vibes. Reel it too. Okay, thank you guys for supporting us. Yeah, this is really very inspiring. When I'm at work, I really don't talk about this because no one understands me, and they feel that this is such a jargon. And it really feels good that I am, connected to the people with the same interest. We guys speak the same language, so it's such a breather, um, balancing thing, just to balance things, right? I know how busy we are, you are in your whatever field you're connected in or connected with, but this is such a good, hobby. It's such a good hobby to have. Okay. Let's also accommodate the request of Norvin. Miralco. Miralco. Okay, what do you think? Well, I feel that Miralco will stabilize at this support level. And if you would like to increase your volume and accumulate volume from Meralco, 300 pesos area would be a good entry price if the market gives you a chance at that level. Okay, so what you can do here is, yeah, 300.78 to 300.50. that should be a good area to start accumulating volume. And I suggest, for those people who are really very busy and would like to engage in the stock market but not really sure which stock to choose because they cannot monitor the market by the minute, I suggest you do long term. And Meralco is, of course, one of the most stable companies in the Philippine market. Sorry about that. Okay, so I would not normally suggest, which stocks to buy. I just read charts, but this is, it has been on a downward direction. But for me, I have a different perspective over this because this stock should be for long term. So I look at it in a way that the dip that we have for Morocco right now is actually an opportunity to buy this stock at a much cheaper price. But we just do not enter anywhere. Okay, first take a look at the possible support, and I'm now confident because we found a support in this level, 300 pesos area. Okay, I hope I was able to answer your request, Norvin, and very good company. Morocco, one of the stocks listed in the index, Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Okay, so I feel that, let's see, who knows? Maybe this is now starting to move in an upward direction, but we currently have an like an asymmetrical triangle here. So it's really to be determined. We're sitting just right at the MA20 line, so we really do not know. Will most of the action happens on the upside? Then that would mean we have a breakout of that resistance. And the message here is most of the stocks listed in the index will most likely have a direction on the upside. Okay. Thanks, Miss Heidi. I'm Miss JD. Okay, so thanks, Norvin. I hope you have already subscribed to our channel. So, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. RLC, let's check out RLC. Nice move, RLC. This is the support that we have for our RLC. Actually, we actually created a support at that level. So good job. This is a bounce, guys. Look at that. I feel that it will continue to move up. JFC for Rayolet. Okay, JFC had, yeah, we created a support here. Good opportunity. This is an engulfing candle for JFC. And I feel that we will now have some more bullish movements in the coming days for this stock. Let's see where did it bounce. This is already a bounce. I just want to find out which line in our Fibonacci retracement. Okay, wow, good. Amazing. Look at that. We're actually accurate in the way we plotted our support over there. So it respected the 0.5 line. Okay, so 50%. Because this over here, next possible area to challenge would be the red line 217, but it broke that. It went lower, and then finally it bounced at that area. Okay. Okay, thank you, Norvin. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, I hope you guys can share our channel to your friends, Facebook wall, and of course group chats. I know you have a lot of group groups that you have joined in. Okay, so let's spread the news. Okay, anything else? ABBA, the ABBA fanatics. Okay, not a good story for ABBA over here. He had a dip and might continue to see downward a downtrend direction. But first of all, let's see if it will bounce at this level. Okay, or if you want, we can again have an exercise and see how will Fibonacci retracement look like. Oh, interesting. Actually, let's remove my line. It's somewhere in between. Okay, I have a feeling it will respect your 0.88 level and 0.85. These two areas. Okay, so those are possible areas of bounce. If it breaks that 0.88 level, I feel that you might see a message right at the 0.85 possible bounce there. Okay. Yay, thank you so much for Violet. Okay, you're welcome. Pizza. Oh, B-Core. Let's check that out. Oh, nice. Look at that. B-Core is a bounce, everyone. Yeah, this is a bounce. You know how big B-Core moves? Always drastic. I mean, when it goes up, very steep, and it's also very steep when it goes down. But looks like it is creating a stabilization around the 3.25 level. So just in case people will take profit in that area, consider 3.25 as a support level. Okay. Home still moving sideways. Yep. It's plot of support over here. The market might give you a chance once again in that area. Emperador still sideways, but check this out. There's a significant volume and it's constricted. So I have a feeling that you will have another action that looks like this again. Okay, so I think you should put this in your watch list. I don't know what may have buyback 16 hours ago. Share buyback. Let me see. Probably this announcement 16 hours ago has something to do with the increase in volume here. Let me just go check that out. Emperador buyback. Sometimes people or a company would have that announcement, share buyback, when they know that their stock price is undervalued and they know the potential of the company, the possible growth of the company in the coming days or even years. That's why uh, they buy back some shares, because they feel that it's really at a cheap level and they see that in the coming or in the future it has a growth potential. This first want to check out news. Um, the tool that I am using does not really capture the pop-up page when I click it. So I'm now looking at the page outside of the tool. We can also do the same. Check out Emperador. What's the news all about? Okay, anyway, let's just monitor this stuff. Okay. Right, so looks like we have reached our 1 hour mark. And thank you guys for joining me, accompanying me tonight. I really enjoy it. It's nicer if you have more people in the live session. So yeah, please continue to join me. Yeah, let's chat again tomorrow. This week is full of business reviews in the company I'm working for. So that's the reason why I am late most of the time. But definitely, I just cannot commit to the time, but I will either record or do live, even though if it's already late. So chat with you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now.